So, next week is a really important week to a lot of people, but especially to me because I'm an educator and I believe so passionately and wholeheartedly about this profession being one of service to our students. And so I wanted to do a video to tell you about some of my favorite teachers. When I think back to my favorite teachers, there are a few that really stick out. One is Betty Wilgus. She was my first grade teacher, and I actually got to do something really cool today with her. I decided that I was going to knock on her door because she lives just in town, not very far from where I live. And I was just going to tell her face to face what she meant to me as my teacher. And she's 83 years old, and she opened the door and immediately knew who I was. And I just told her that I remembered having her in first grade, and I was a real scared student and just afraid to go to school. I had been raised by a stay-at-home mom, and I just remembered that she was so kind and so caring and so loving, and she would just put her hand on our backs and just rub and soothe us to make us feel warm and welcome. And so I just shared a few things that I remembered about my first grade year and how much she really mattered to me. She's one of a few favorite teachers that I have. And it's funny, when I interview my son or any of his friends or any students, in fact, I always ask them, who's your favorite teacher this year, or who's your favorite teacher of all time? But more importantly, I ask them, why is that person their favorite teacher? And I always get a version of the same two answers. And the first one is, I can tell that my teacher is happy. She or he really loves being there and they love teaching us, and I can feel that from them. And the other answer I always get is, I can tell that they care about me, that they really, really, really care about me as a person. And so as we head into Teacher Appreciation Week, I would just like to ask all of you to think about who your favorite teacher was and why they were your favorite teacher. And then maybe take 5 minutes to sit down and write a card, just letting them know, hey, you were my favorite teacher, and here's why, and that you mattered to them. Or knock on their door and do it face to face. But I challenge you during Teacher Appreciation Week to appreciate a teacher. It could be one that you had years ago in school. It could be your child's teacher, or it could just be a teacher that you know is putting everything they've got into this profession because they care about kids. So I say, happy Teacher Appreciation Week.